Hey, welcome back to Stoneblock, where, if you might notice, I managed to upgrade my tools. So, I was talking about the whole Blazing Blood scenario in, was it the last episode or the one before? I'm not sure. But the whole thing was, I couldn't get it until I got plastic. But, in the last episode, I did get plastic. So I was able to make the mob imprisonment tool, I was able to put the blaze in there, I was able to get the blazing blood, and now I've got manual and tools, which is a significant upgrade. I'm not sure if I ever went over the durability stuff before, but this is about 8 times what it used to be. Also, I've just been fiddling with the tinkering on them as well, and I think they're in a good place now, and they also look pretty cool. Other than that, I think... What else did I do? I did just, like, a bunch of resource gathering. Oh, right! I spent, like, 3 real-world days AFKing for plastic. And, now I've got 40 of it. So that'll keep us going for a little while. Right, so, what to do in this video? I was thinking that we set up the automatic crafting system, because it is just so much of a help for anything involving a lot of crafting steps. So, yeah, may as well do that. I've already bookmarked a bunch of the recipes I'll need. So, I'll need, obviously, a crafter. I'll need a pattern grid so I can actually encode the patterns. I'll need the patterns to put into the system, the interfaces to connect them to the system. Importers and exporters are just handy to have, and I need them to make an interface. And then I noticed there's upgraded crafters, which are significantly better than just the regular crafter. And also, they are their own quests. I might go through to the netherite? How much do I have any netherite left? I have 1. But the diamond doesn't seem too terribly hard to get. Ooh, actually, I didn't see this neural processor. Okay, no, that's not that hard to get either. But this kind of a recipe is something that I'd want to automate, because this is just a pain to try and keep in mind. So yeah, and along the way, completing the quests, it'll give me more crafters. So, what's that gonna be? 1, 2, 3... I'll end up with, like, 5 diamond crafters, which is a lot. It's the equivalent of, if this was AE2, about 60 molecular assemblers, which if you've ever done automatic crafting in AE2, that is a lot of molecular assemblers. That's a really good auto-crafting setup. Now I hope Refined Storage doesn't have the whole channel system, because the channels are... They're fine to manage, but it's annoying to have to keep it in mind. But I haven't seen any color-coded cables. Yeah, it's just the one cable, and there's no, like, dense one, so... probably. Anyway, enough faff. I need to just get on with this. So, I'll make the pattern grid first. I need another grid. I need another machine for encasing. Actually, how many am I going to need? 1 for the crafter. 1 per interface. Okay, that's annoying. So I'm going to need immediately 6. And then 7. So I'll need 7 of these. So then 2 more machine frames. There we go. 2 more machine frames. For 2 more machine casings. Okay, so for the grid, I made this before. 2 improved processors, a construction core, and a destruction core. Oh, I'm out of quartz. And I'm also running low on quartz enriched iron. I'm gonna need a lot more quartz then. I think I got enough quartz now. 2 whole stacks. Okay, destruction core. Done, finally. All to make a grid. And then I need an advanced processor. And then to make a pattern grid. Cool. I should have a bunch of quests done, actually. 4 more patterns. Nice. I think it was just that one quest, actually. Now, I could make this crafting monitor, because it'll show me all of the recipes that are currently being crafted, but I don't think it's really necessary, because you can kind of just mentally keep track of it all. Or just ignore it and just hope for the best. That's what I do most of the time. Crafting Manager? Ooh, yeah, all of your patterns in one GUI. That's going to be nifty too. Okay. That's going to mean I need one more extra interface because it'll give me another crafter. And another machine casing for the Crafting Manager. Oh, never mind, the Crafting Manager takes 2 crafters. But it is very nice to have. Oh well. It'll be fine. So now, I'll make the crafter. So, I have everything. I just need 2 advanced processors, and again, a construction and a destruction core. Crafter. And the reward for that is another crafter, which I think I'll then just use again to make the Crafting Manager. Just 2 advanced processors, that's easy. Maybe I should preemptively make just a lot of these. Although I am making the automatic crafting system, so I can just queue them up to be made. It's really not hard. That's partly why I'm making this whole system, because it's just any of these things that I'm doing constantly, I can just entirely automate it. Okay. So, now I think... Oh, I need to make a bunch of the interfaces, but I think it's just make all of the crafters. So, Iron Crafter. I already have what I need for that. Okay then. Iron Crafter complete. And it gave me another crafter, which I will immediately upgrade to another iron one. Then gold. I've run out of chests. I have a bunch of gold blocks, because to get all of the... Hang on, to get all of these yellow heart canisters, each one takes an enchanted golden apple. An enchanted golden apple is made with 8 gold blocks. So I have a lot of gold blocks. And I very much over-prepared, so I have gold at my disposal now. I thought I'd be making more of the enchanted golden apples over time, but maybe not. This health is already huge. Anyway, gold crafter. I need chest. Might have made too many chests, but whatever. Now I need these neural processors. I'm gonna need a bunch of these. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna need a bunch of these. How much obsidian do I have? I need 8 of all things. Oh, have I run out of diamonds? No, because I've just left a lot of them in block form. There we go. 8 raw neural processors. So then I literally just smelt them. There we go, 8 neural processors. And then gold crafter. I only had enough for 1? Oh, I made half as many of the things as I needed. Now I should be able to make, yeah, 4 diamond crafters. Ooh, I almost ran out of diamond blocks. Jeez. Oh, and then with these last 4 machine casings, I just make 4 interfaces. Oh, these importers and exporters are going to be expensive. 4 exporters, 4 importers, and then 4 interfaces. Nice. And that didn't do any quests? Oh, it just did tasks of others. External storage. Oh, so I can just hook that up to like the drawers upstairs. And that'll work. Okay. Quick tangent. I want to do that. Oh, I'll make a fluid interface. No, I'm not bothered. I'll do that later. External storage. Okay, I can almost make that. External storage. So now I just want to connect up this drawer controller to the storage. So all I would need to do is put the external storage there, and then run the cables like this. I need to put a block back there so the mob farm will keep working. And it's in the wall. I don't much like that. Oh, but I can't do that. I'll just have to fill all of this back in again later. Ah, here's a small problem. How do I connect the cable to the controller? Guess I can do it from the bottom? Yep, and that's just worked. So now I've got all of the mob drops in here. And now I just fill it all back in again. Oh, do I want to hook up the cobblestone as well? It wouldn't be hard. No, I'll do that some other time. Okay, and now that's everything back in place. And mostly covered up. Cool. So, now that I've got all of this, where do I want to put it? I guess it could be good if just this whole whole layer is automation stuff. I can get down with that. But then I'd probably want to move the crafting or the controller elsewhere. I think I will. It'll mean I have to port this cable over, but that's not the end of the world. I think I'm just gonna plonk this back down here. And I guess I could connect it by the front. Oh, I'm gonna have to move this back again. There we go. There we go. I've got the cable underneath now, so it's connected. I've got all the stuff, and it's covered. I'm gonna need more cables too. Okay. Now I'll finally get into the crafting stuff. So, pattern grid, I'll just put that there. Crafting manager, I'll just put that there because it works like that. That looks pretty cool. It actually looks like a computer. And for now, I'll just have the crafters around the back here. And I presume I just put the interfaces on top. Like that. And then I need cables going into the interface. Right, there we go. Now it's all on. And now I need to hook them all up to power, I think. No, actually, I don't think they need power. Okay. Do the crafters even need an interface? They might not. That makes things much easier. Well, I can see all of the crafting spaces there. I guess they don't need interfaces. So that immediately makes them better than the molecular assemblers. So let's see. I want to make something to make processor bindings. So it works exactly the same as before. I want something that'll make machine casings. And then let's just do the importers and the exporters too. And then in the crafting manager, just put them in. And then get rid of all of that. Yep, it looks exactly the same as it is in AE2. It is literally the same UI. And I just say, I want another stack of this. Tells you how much you'll need. Start it. And it just makes it. So, okay, it works exactly the same with none of the bullshit. Cool. And, by the looks of things, this doesn't take channels. Aha. Well, that makes everything substantially easier. Now, I'm gonna move this redstone furnace from here. I'll leave the rest there. And I'm gonna hook it up to the system the only way I know how. So I need to still hook it up to power. This one will need an interface because it's not natively part of the mod. So it's got power, it's an interface, and if I check the crafting manager, it's not showing me. Pattern. I'm also going to make a pattern for patterns, just because that tends to be very useful. Yeah, I'm missing quartz iron. So now I'm pretty much just going to go through and get all of the recipes that I use frequently and just get an automatic thing so I can just order them up. Ooh, I guess I can showcase another thing. So let's say I want 10 more patterns, but I don't have enough of the quartz iron. I do, however, have the recipe to craft it, so when I try to craft these, it'll craft the quartz iron at the same time, and I've got it. Oh, now that I can start doing all of this, everything gets so much easier. Because then you just encode all the patterns, and then you just tell it to do it for you. Ah, this is easy. And now for the complicated bit. Okay. Processing. Let's see if it can support smelting. If I just put it in like that, it's not going to do that, is it? Let's ask for an advanced processor. Is it ever going to do it? No, it's not. Because it doesn't go in the crafter. It should go into the interface. Hello? Oh, it's just been imported straight in. Does it go in there? Okay, I'm going to need to learn how this system works now. Because the crafters, That's way easier to set up. The processing, not so much. Oh! Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. No, I don't think that's how it works. Okay. Is the quest book any help for this? I'm not too sure this is actually going to let me do this. It has the processing in the pattern thing. So how do I do it? Okay. After a little bit of Googling, I have discovered something. I do that. And I put these patterns into this. And would that work? If I queue up one of these, have I done it wrong? Oh, hang on. Now it's upside down. Oh, wait, the redstone furnace has been connected to it. It recognizes that. Okay. Then why have I not got this back? Importer? Oh, not importer interface? This might take some fiddling. Ah, there we go. On the side with the interface. Okay, so I might have figured out the setup now. Let's try it. One improved processor. Well, I had the redstone furnace going. Why haven't I got it back? Well, I heard everything going, I just didn't get the processor back? I can showcase this again. I don't have silicon. I'll just make 10 of it. And then I can show, yeah, the furnace is going, and it's taking the output. So then where's the output going? Oh no, I got it back. Okay, so I think it just worked. So then this whole thing works. Okay. Why didn't I get it back before then? Do I just have like some crafting recipes still going at the moment? This is where the crafting interface would come in handy, because I can see what's going on and... Ugh. Okay. So that's how it works. The crafter functions as the interface then, but it can't import, so I need the importer. I guess I could try to hook up some of the other machines so I can automate everything. Okay. So, one thing that I want to try to make... Oh, okay, that was a mistake. I want to get everything set up so I can automate the entire production of machine casings, which is complicated because to get the machine casing, I need to make a machine frame in the induction smelter, and to make all the stuff in the induction smelter, tin gear, that would be all crafting stuff. Compressed sand, I need to get the sand. So, the sand, I would have to hook it up to the pulverizer, which requires gravel also in the pulverizer, which requires cobblestone? Yes, just cobblestone. Oh, and there's a chance to get sand, but I just want gravel. The flint and sand is just like a bonus thing. So, this means it'll take a lot of recipes. So, pulverizer, and I need to leave space for all of the cabling. And then each of them will have a crafter on top. I need to get some importers. And each of these machines, I still need an input and an output. And I still need power. I'll do power from the back then. So then, machine casing, make that pattern. Machine frame, make that pattern. I need to make a tin gear pattern. I need to make a lot of stuff for this. Block of iron, even? I'm gonna need a bunch more patterns. Oh, I should probably make one for glass. Okay, now I get onto how to make sand. So, pulverize the gravel. No, I don't... No. Hang on. Pulverizer doesn't need fuel. Yeah. Gravel in the pulverizer becomes sand, and then cobblestone becomes gravel. And I'll have plenty of cobblestone, so I don't have to worry about getting a crafting recipe for that. Now I put all of these in place. So the crafter makes that, that, that. Induction smelter makes that. Pulverizer makes that and that. So now, I can order up a machine casing. And it worked. It made me a machine casing. Okay, so now I figured out how all of this automation system works now. And it's different to AE2, but probably better, because these crafters function a bit better than the interfaces did. I probably didn't need them to be so big, but I might need more of these just ordinary crafters for actual crafting, because this is not enough for crafting in general. Like, I've filled up... the last time I went deep into all of the automation stuff, how many rows of crafting recipes did I have? I think about 50 rows of just crafting recipes. Yeah, it was almost 1,000 patterns. Oh no, that's including all of the processing. Anyway, it was a lot. It was 48 interfaces worth. That's a good way to put it. And one interface would hold one row, so 48 rows. That's a lot of crafting. This does not have 48 rows, so I need more. I think one good thing to do last is I want to fill up these disk drives just for the sake of it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. I'm running out of power. Oh no. Okay, I need power set up, and I need it fast, because otherwise I'm going to lose complete access to all of my storage. Okay, thermal has generators. Magmatic dynamo. Ooh, yes. Yes, this is good, because I already have fully automatic lava generation. And because this is a complicated thing to make, I'm gonna automate it. I'm just gonna make 2. Ah, I don't have Invar. And I'm out of iron too? Oh, I got a quest. Give me a lava bucket. Okay, I've got 2 magmatic dynamos. Where's my mechanical pipes? Don't really need lava in a bucket anymore. 2 magmatic dynamos. Yeah, fine, that works. Ooh, that's generating pretty good power. I'm gonna need more connectors. And again, this is a good thing for me to automate. Running low on power. Oh no, I've got my wires with me. Never mind. I need to find where these connect in. Oh, just there. Okay. Right. The SNAD is in the way. There's the connector. You know, I don't really need this here anymore. Okay. This should all be connected into the system now. These are both generating 40 RF per tick. Okay, I need to make one more magmatic dynamo, and the system's died. Great. If I disconnect this... Okay, it's building up again. How many magmatic dynamos am I gonna need? I might also need a lot more lava production, because this doesn't feel like it's gonna cut it. I could make a magma crucible. 200,000 RF to make 1,000 millibuckets of lava. And this only makes 100,000 RF with 1,000 millibuckets of lava. So the magma crucible is out because it's too slow. Ooh, netherrack makes 1,000 millibuckets of lava. That's pretty easy for me to get now that I've got the nether. It seems like it's pretty much justified crucible to be able to make lava for these magmatic dynamos. Maybe I could find a way to pipe it from the nether itself, but that seems like an endgame kind of thing to be doing. I'm just going to make like 3 more magmatic dynamos. That could be enough. Come on, make 3. It's going to take a little while. Okay, I've got the 3 magmatic dynamos now. Is this going to be enough to keep up? Yes, this is enough to keep up. It's slowly going up now. Whew, good. Just took 5 magmatic dynamos. But can the crucibles keep up, that is? Yeah, it seems like they probably can. I think 1 crucible at this rate seems like it's enough to power 1 magmatic dynamo. Unless I upgrade it, then God knows. It might not be able to handle it, but I can just add more crucibles. It's not that hard. Still gonna make more of these magmatic dynamos. Make another 2. Ah, nickel. Right. Just added 2 more magmatic dynamos. I should be able to keep up with this. Although the tanks are running out. I'll see. It seems fine for the time being. So I think I'll leave it. Well, now that power's been fixed... Okay, yeah, that's much quicker. This auto crafting is probably complete now, because... Oh, okay. So... I'm gonna have to start worrying about power a lot more than I was before. This refined storage... It might just be me, but it seems like it takes more power than the ME system did. Because the ME system drained power based on how many interfaces it was, or how many active interfaces it was connected to, and how many drives it had in the system. But this seems to just do connections regardless of whether they're active or not. And maybe the cables as well? Because when I click on the controller... I can see how much is being drained. Okay, cables don't drain anything. Good. 1 FE per tick for the importers, 2 for the disk drives, 4 for the pattern grid, 4 for the crafting grid, 6 for the external storage, 8 for the crafter manager, and then each of the crafters takes a lot. Probably based on how many patterns is in it. This is now a working system. So... I think between videos, I'm just going to be setting up a lot more of these recipes to be made, because I can immediately think of a lot of things off the bat that I'm going to need. Yeah, pretty much all of the stuff that I would put in here, I would just make a pattern for it and figure out how to make it. So, yeah. Oh yeah, during the course of the video, that's a lot of plastic, actually. Okay. I don't know if I put this in the video, but I switched to acacia logs because they give much more plastic. I didn't end up consuming that much plastic. Well, okay, so at this point I feel like I'm just stalling because I'm not sure how to finish the video anymore. So